These fake Cool Ranch Doritos are not awful.
They're not awful, but they're not as MSG'd as the Dorito brand.
Yeah. We could fix this. We have the technology.
We do have MSG. We could sprinkle additional MSG on it. That is true.
The technology in this case is just a bag of MSG.
Okay, so we got peas added to our filling. We have the cream in our potatoes to make them nice and luxuriously spreadable. I think we're ready to assemble. I'm going to switch to using a spoon so I don't make too much of a mess. I'm probably still going to make a mess because I'm me.
No.
But it reduces the chance.
I still cannot believe how much this looks like shepherd's pie filling right now. And tastes like it.
It does. That's the thing that surprises me, is that it does actually taste pretty close. It's not quite as... The texture isn't the same as beef, to me. It's, I think Geekhorns called it, that it tastes... The texture and taste is very similar to pork sausage, more than beef.
So, it's funny. I keep teasing Andrew that when his parents want him to cook for him, that Andrew should try making a shepherd's pie, and he'd be like, I could never do that.
Because I grew up with my mom making shepherd's pie, and I could never compete with my mom's recipe for shepherd's pie.
I have not had this recipe yet, but your mom's British cooking is very good. But I am almost wondering, depending on how this dish turns out, if you could be like, here's my shepherd's pie, and then, like, wait for them to have it, and if they're like, it's a little off, you could just be like, it was secretly vegetarian, and they would probably be like, oh, that's incredible, and you're a jerk, and it still tastes off.
Yeah, and our parents would be like, you did what now?
Betrayal.
We're never letting you cook for us ever again.
J'accuse.
J'accuse! Which is French, so my parents would never say that, but still.
That's the level of situation this has arisen to.
We're resorting to French. That's how upset we are with you. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be a deep shepherd's pie. So
it is.
It's interesting. Usually this recipe calls for 3.5 pounds of ground meat, and Impossible meat is still pretty expensive, so we bought 1.5 pounds, which is a little less than half. But this recipe, like, always ends up doing 2 9x9 baking dishes rather than the really optimistic 9x13 baking dish that it usually calls for.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally makes...
I still don't know where they got that estimate from, because we've never been able to get it to fit.
Makes 2 shepherd's pies worth of shepherd's pie,
and
but I'm still
9x13.
surprised at how meaty this one ended up. Looks like they've got a decent ratio of potato, though.
We do. It is still more filling than topping, I will say that. But this baking dish ended up being the perfect size for it.
Excellent.
Oops. I bonked the camera there. Can you adjust the camera for me?
Yeah. Bonk.
Thank you. I find my elbows get into places that are very inconvenient for cooking. Like, I'm always bonking frying pan handles and cameras and utensils with my elbows. I guess I just don't have a sense of where my elbows are in space when I'm moving around, and so I end up bonking everything around me. Very inconvenient. So the fact that these potatoes have so much cream in them makes them so easily spreadable like this. So we can make sure we can cover the entire top of our dish of filling here. Now I've got free potato.
Oh, nice. I still don't know if anything is going to top the previous shepherd's pie we've done with this recipe before that.
It is. I feel like it is difficult to top, not pun not intended, real beef or lamb shepherd's pie.
We forgot to put peas in the shepherd's pie.
Oh, we just put peas on the side.
We steamed a bunch at the end, and it made it so photogenic, and it is seriously in the top 20 pictures of the Serious Eats subreddit.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're famous.
Apparently.
Alright, so I'm going to run my fork over the potatoes just to add some kind of texture to the potato here, which helps get some crispy bits on top.